I grew up in the world of metal and punk, in which I still do love. I do feel the need to finally see what the rest of the world has to offer. My name is Aaron, and I grew up as a metalhead. Well, welcome back, everybody. We are finally returning to Bini. I know that's, I think it's pronounced Bini. That's what I remember it anyway being. It's been a long time coming. I've been meaning to come back to him. Unfortunately, some stuff came up and had some other stuff that needed to be taken care of. But now, here we are, returning to Bini. We're going to start off with Karera. We're going to do 2 songs for them today, just as a I'd say an offering to return strong. Anyway, let's check them out. I liked their song that we had on the channel. I do think that I would like to see them more, and I'd like to see their abilities in a fuller aspect, and that's why I've chosen, of course, to return to the Wish Bus, our favorite. Someone who never blocks me. They're always so good to us. Let's check it out, shall we? Wish 107.5. Wow. Yo. Nice harmonies.
Ako ba, hinala mo mapahala-hala? Yeah, huwag ka nang maniwala sa paniniwala na dapat pakipagunan sa karera. Kung wala namang karera, dang-dang lang. Kakayanin na kasi ka lang. Sabi na kailangan kung maunahin, di naman ito karera. Pwedeng magdahan-dahan sa bawat panibagong umaga. Ang pagsimula muli ay tagumpay na. Huwag mag-alala, buhay
Wish 107.5.
Interesting. Okay, so here's a couple of things, right? I think the strength of this group, they have two really kind of good strengths about them. One, they have great pitch. Like, they have very good pitch, and they have very good harmony and tone. You know, pitch, harmony, tone. I guess I should say technically three things, but the fact that they can find their pitch so well is so good. And, you know, I think one thing that's kind of interesting is that we are always kind of led, and in a sense you could say that it's true, but I'm going to make a case here. I know that a lot of people say, like, oh, if you have like the most ridiculous vibrato, you're better. And to an extent, sure, because, you know, that means generally you haven't had more training. You know, your vocal folds and like the chords are, you know, built a little bit different, or you've trained, whatever. But, you know, the thing that's interesting is that I think a lot of times people just don't get credit for when they have just good, solid tone. That's what they have. They have solid tone in this, right? Like, I think that when you listen to them, they're on pitch. They have great harmonies. They're pretty strong vocally speaking, like in terms of actual power being put out. And their tone is just really nice. And I really, really appreciate that, because I think that that's something that a lot of times people would be like, oh, they can't be as good because this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, they're on pitch. They harmonize super well, and they have the tone. Like, that's all they need. That they don't need to try and, you know, do anything that they aren't, or, you know, it's not a necessity. It's not a requirement. So that's what I would say is their strengths, is definitely pitch, tone, and they have great harmonies. The hook on the song was a lot of fun. And I think, you know, honestly, again, I'm kind of finding out that we need to do something about these mixes, because, like, they sound fine, but, like, when you hear them live, it's so much more different. There's so much more color. There's so much more brightness. There's so much more just going on. And it kind of feels like that, and this is actually a problem in K-pop as well. I was just talking about that with Twice. They kind of seem to be kind of like bringing the girls back into the mix and making them kind of try and like blend in with what's being played instrumentally. And, you know, listen, they sound great. Let them stand on their own. And, you know, I have to say, they sound fantastic. They sound fantastic. Great harmonies.
Na dapat pakipagunan sa karera. Kung wala namang karera, dang-dang lang. Kakayanin sa lang.
See, like, that's fantastic. Now, I will admit, it's easier for me to point out more stuff when I start to get to know the group more. But as of right now, like, they have a solid base. And actually, I could see in like a couple of years just how much they can grow. Like, not saying that they're bad. Okay. But their potential is really, really high. And I think if they continue to go down this path that they have, they might be just one of the more big truck drive by. I don't know if you could hear that. But I think in like 2 to 3 years, if they keep going down this path that they have, I think we could see a really, really massive shift in what they are going to be able to do. And I think it's going to be something that nobody's going to be able to ignore. So anyway, let me know what y'all think about this, and we'll discuss this down in the comments below.